Hello, I'm Michael Boyajian, and I'm doing another video here. I'm doing a lot of videos. That's because my hand has been injured. I blew it out writing 12 books from the end of November till now, and it needs to heal. So I can't complete the 4 or 5 books I have in the works, but I can't talk about them. And rather than talk about books I've already published, that's what I tend to do now, is talk about the books that are waiting to be completed and published. And today I'd like to turn back to a favorite topic of Jerry, my late wife Jerry, and me, which is books. And the name of this book is Readers, Writers, or Bibliophiles, Mike and Jerry's Life with Books. And again, it's more than just about our book collection here. We have a massive library covering many topics. It's very extensive. But there are other facets to the life in books: visiting bookstores, libraries, so many different things. But what I want to talk about is a childhood experience I had and how it relates to today. There I am. I forgot what grade it was. It was elementary school. I'm sitting by the side of the classroom by the windows where they had shelving underneath the windows. And the teacher is going on, very nice teacher, is just going on about some math topic. And I'm getting bored listening to this math lecture. And I look to my left, and there's this book called Moby Dick. I'd never heard of it before. So I don't know, just picked it up and started reading it. So every time we had the math lecture, I would reach for the Moby Dick book until I finished it. Okay, that was my first encounter with a major literary giant. I told you before, my uncle gave me a 1917 edition of a Jack London book. Before that, and Genghis Khan and everything. But this is Moby Dick was it was much more heavy lifting than Jack London. Not to take away from Jack London. So anyhow, fast forward till now, and this is going to wind up everything, is Jerry and I have like 4 or 5 editions of Moby Dick. We've got a little tiny pocket-sized Moby Dick, and then at the other end that we got at the Mystic Seaport bookstore, a edition illustrated by the famous artist Rockwell Kent, very well known for his Adirondack landscape paintings, but beautifully illustrated. And then we got a bunch of copies in between, and we could never agree to get rid of any of them. So we're here with 4 or 5 editions of Moby Dick. And again, if you have 4 or 5 editions of, say, Homer's Iliad or Odyssey, that makes sense, because every translation adds something new or has a different perspective. But every copy of Moby Dick is the same printout. So I don't know, somehow I'm connected to Moby Dick, and to end it up, almost quite frequently, I should say, we'd go to Mystic Seaport on the birthday of Herman Melville, and they'd have a 24/7 reading of Moby Dick. And my most memorable reading was when Jerry and I got to read our parts on board the whaling ship they have there, the Morgan. And again, you're on this beautifully recreated, refurbished tall ship reading Moby Dick, and you can't get any better than that. Anyhow, that's enough for now. Talk to you later.